Lesson 19. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts.
Hi there. Let's explore further a concept we've been introducing the past few days. Our thoughts are much more powerful than what we usually give them credit for, and they don't just have an impact on our own lives, but they also impact other people too. Are you ready to see where this idea will take us? Let's delve into Lesson 19 to find that out.
I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts.
In yesterday's lesson, we explored a very similar concept, but we focused more on perception.
Lesson 18. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing.
Today's idea explains precisely why our seeing does not affect us alone. Our perception is very much influenced by our thinking. But listen to this, sometimes throughout this course, the ideas related to thinking come before those related to perceiving. At other times, it's the other way around, as was the case with today's and yesterday's lessons. Why is that?
The reason is that the order does not matter. Thinking and its results are really simultaneous, for cause and effect are never separate.
In saying that we are not alone in experiencing the effects of our thoughts, we are emphasizing once more that all minds are joined. We highlight the interconnectedness of our minds. This idea might make us feel quite uncomfortable. First of all, it implies the huge responsibility we all have in dealing with what's going on in our minds, and as you may have noticed, this in itself is not an easy task. Secondly, it may even feel like an invasion of privacy. If all minds are joined, it follows that all the people we're interacting with or thinking of know at a certain level what we are thinking about them. The Course in fact says,
There are no private thoughts.
Yet, beyond the initial resistance that this idea may raise, it must be true to make salvation possible. And salvation is possible because it is the will of God. In practicing today's idea, we will first close our eyes and start by repeating just a few times.
I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts.
I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts.
I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts.
Then, we will need to search our minds for the thoughts that arise at that moment. As we consider each one, we'll identify and name it by its central theme or the person it refers to. Holding that thought in our mind, we will then say,
I am not alone in experiencing the effects of this thought about that.
For example,
I am not alone in experiencing the effects of this thought about this tree.
I am not alone in experiencing the effects of this thought about my friend.
I am not alone in experiencing the effects of this thought about this war.
and we keep going for the usual minute or so. As usual, we should select thoughts for the exercise quite randomly, without deliberately choosing based on specific criteria. This approach should be applied to all exercises from now on, even if we don't explicitly mention this concept again. The randomness in choosing subjects for all practice periods remains essential throughout the course, as it contributes to the recognition of an important underlying principle. Try to have 3 or 4 practice periods today, even if it may be necessary to shorten the duration to less than a minute. The course doesn't recommend doing the full exercise more than 4 times today, but we can use a quick application of the idea whenever we feel the need. If some upsetting thought comes to mind to bother you, you might find it helpful to say,
I am not alone in experiencing the effects of this thought about this.
Amazing, isn't it? Can you sense how transformative it is to apply these ideas to our everyday experience, and gradually allow ourselves to be guided by an inner wisdom that has always been with us all along? You're doing great! See you tomorrow for another powerful lesson. Quick reminder, if you haven't yet watched the introduction to this video series, be sure to do so, as it lays the foundation for our journey together. Just click on the video link that will appear on your screen shortly.
Did you enjoy the video and find it helpful? Please give it a like and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We have a new lesson every day. And if you've been with us for a while, please consider supporting the channel. There's a lot of love behind these videos. Check out the video description for more details.